Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Dragonbane and what will be the season finale for this season. There will be some, season finale for this season. That was redundant, wasn't it?
Yep.
I saw you laugh at me, psychic. Anyway, welcome back. Quick recap of where we are. Uh, the journey to gather up the four pieces of the statue have come to almost an end. Well, I mean, that journey's come to an end. They have all four pieces of the statue, even having retrieved the one that they gave away to the goblins in the first episode. But they have managed to get all those back together and bring it back to the town of Outskirt. The only thing left to do is to take those pieces and use them to retrieve the Sword of Um-Durman from within the crypt of the Dragon Emperor. It's located here conveniently in Outskirt. Now, they have come back to town and got arrested because Hardy wanted to talk to them because Maladuke has been smuggled into the city, having been given the green light from Beyonce's girlfriend, Ophelia. Towards the end of last episode, there was word that there was some disturbances happening around the city. The cultists were starting to act up, and it was decided that they would kind of split up their forces into a couple different factions, with the four of you and Maladuke heading to the crypt, I believe was the plan, right? To go after the sword. While Hardy was going to lead his men up like around the northern gate, and Ophelia was going to take some of her people and go clean up throughout the town. So with that, that's where we kind of left off, with the four of you and Maladuke still in the holding cell, but free to go. And Bjorn was there. He just didn't say anything.
Bjorn was like, he was very shell-shocked from killing his entire family.
Yeah, that's kind of how we played it, which I thought made sense.
And probably pooping a little bit too.
All his friends were dead. He's sad. Maybe he should die tonight. What do we think?
Bjorn's like, kill me.
Kill me, please.
Over a rock. Starts playing.
Do it, I dare you.
Okay. What do we want to do, you all? The floor is yours.
Well, I think we should get going. The faster we get there, the less time the enemy has to catch up with us. Do you all agree?
Yeah, do we want to give it a couple of minutes to give them time to create the distraction, or are we just running?
I think they're off to do that now. I mean, they've already had a little bit of a head start.
Valen? Are we ready?
I am ready.
Let's go.
I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
Gramps, you sure you're going to be able to handle all this moving?
Well, I'm at the end of my times, so...
I'm going to die soon anyway.
I have no fear. Nothing is going to prevent me from achieving our goals. So don't you worry.
Are you sick? I didn't realize you were ill on death's door.
Nah, he's just real old.
You four able-bodied people are going to drag Grandpa down in the crypt with you then? Is that we're still good with that?
We're doing it.
Look, okay. Come on, Grandpa, there's already dead people down there. Just trip over and we'll push you in the corner.
Let's see this through.
Okay. As you all start to make your way out into the town, I do need everybody to give me a, let's see, sneaking roll. Because I imagine you're trying to stay kind of quiet. Everyone can have a boon on this, because you do have people making distractions for you.
Hell yeah.
Success.
Hell yeah.
Excellent.
Okay, great. The first thing you notice is that since you've gotten into town and you've been down in the holding cell maybe only an hour, but the sky has gotten very dark again. and you can hear the low rumbling of thunder off in the distance, and you feel a raindrop hit your cheek. And you realize that once again it has started to rain blood from the sky. Not pouring like it was before, but it's very overcast, very ominous, and just a little bit, drizzles here and there. As you start
Does this
moving,
have to,
sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I was just going to ask, does this have to do with does this have to do with the cult I was in? I haven't been at the last 2 stories, so I'm sorry if I'm holding this up. I just wanted to
No,
try to
yes.
understand if I
So,
knew what this was from.
give me a myths and legends. Actually,
Sure.
I will. Yeah, that's a good app. You can have a boon on it too because it is related to the cult. Fail. That was
Oh,
close.
come on.
Your myths and legends is very low.
Yep.
I will say just for you being associated with the cult, you do know that this is a sign of demonic influence, but exactly what it's tied to, you don't know. But your association with the cult would at least let you know that this has something to do with demons. And I think you would have missed it the first time. This happened once before around this area, but your cult and the people you were hanging out with were further north, and I don't believe you would have been in the radius. So this is the first time you've seen anything like this. For the others, they've been rained on by blood before. They loved it. So, one of them loved it so much they just rode off into the sunset.
Yeah.
Who was that? What was the character's name? Volwyn? Was that Volwyn?
Yeah, he went to go study something, I think.
Yeah.
I know it's
So,
going to take him a while.
you all are easy enough to sneak your way through. You can hear the sounds of fighting going on, but nothing, nothing besides the normal sounds of small skirmishes here and there. But you can hear that there is disrest throughout the city. As you make your way back towards the crypt that's in the middle of the town, so if you're looking at the map or the scene there, it's really that central building. It's kind of up on this little hill in the middle of the town.
We've been there before, I think.
You have. You've been there once before. As you make your way towards it, the skies get darker. It almost feels like as you're getting closer, it doesn't make sense, but as you're getting closer, it feels like the darkness is getting thicker. Very weird. So you finally come and you find yourself standing in front of this large, what's essentially a cathedral. You know that because you've been here before and because you've kind of looked around before, you do know that the sword and the crypt that you're looking for is underneath the main temple area, and it has like a passageway that remains sealed until you place the statuette piece there. What do you all want to do?
Well, I guess we should prepare ourselves. Anything anybody needs to do before we head in? We better get moving. It looks like it's starting to get real ominous out here.
Who has the statue pieces?
I believe I do. I do, I think. Everybody gave them to me, I think.
I believe so. You do have all four in your possession.
Because I'm the coolest.
I think we made a joke that you should hold them because Vaughn might give a piece
Give them away.
Vaughn was the one that gave the one away.
And Bjorn is literally part of the cult, so it just kind of made sense.
Yeah, so like out of the two of us who've been around the longest, so like by default.
Yeah. And also I'm the coolest. Anyway. All right, I guess I'm gonna start putting the statue on the pedestal.
Okay, well the pedestal is inside.
So,
So,
I thought we were already inside.
Okay.
Sorry, we're heading inside, I guess.
Okay.
I guess
perfect.
keeping our eyes peeled for any baddies hiding in corners.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't have to look very hard because there's no baddies hiding in any corners. But as soon as
Excellent.
you walk through, you
Yes.
do see Lenara, who is standing
Ah.
up before the altar. And she's kind of, you can see that she's in the middle of this circle that she's drawn on the ground, and there are candles kind of lit around the room. We're retconning what you saw here before because I found a cool little map to use. And it's
I
much
love
bigger
that.
than I described it.
Valid.
So
I
we're
love retcon.
retconning whatever I described back in episode 3. It now
I
looks
love
like
it.
what
I
it's
don't
going to look
remember what
like
it
now.
looked like anyways.
Perfect. But you
Those are
can
the best
see her.
retcons.
She is just kind of standing in the middle of the circle, and you can still hear the sounds of the fighting outside until you cross the barrier into this church, and then it gets deathly silent. It's almost like the sounds of outside just can't even penetrate this space. She just,
Interesting.
at first, she seems like she doesn't notice you. Then she looks up from what she was doing.
Oh, never mind.
What were you gonna say?
No, I was gonna. I forgot who she was, and then I remembered who she was, but I don't think Kyra's met her yet. I was gonna tap on Beaky's shoulder and like knock an arrow and like hold it within the fingers, and I'm like,
Literally, Beaky was about to tell you to do the same thing. We are on the same wavelength.
I'm like
Okay.
literally silently like, am I killing her? Am I not killing her? Do I fire an arrow? Do I not fire an arrow?
What are you doing? Because when you first enter, she is not paying you any attention. So what are you doing?
Yeah, Beaky's gonna give the nod to try to shoot an arrow at this hoe bag.
Okay,
I'm gonna shoot her.
go
And it's
for
going
it.
to mouth hoe bag.
Give me.
I don't, Beaky, I don't think it'd be polite to shoot an arrow in somebody's back to start this little adventure off.
Whoops, my finger slipped.
Oh, yeah.
We've seen this before. This is how Kiera came onto the scene. That is a dragon. So go ahead and give me your critical attack damage.
I love this. What
This
a
was
great way to
great.
start. Oops.
Wait, there's critical
all
attack
arrows.
damage?
Yeah, you just
What?
crit.
Hey, I need to reopen this.
It's only been like 20 episodes, guys.
Yeah,
What?
you can get lots of bonus things with that.
Oh god. Okay, hang on. Control F. Crit. That's Game Master. Don't need that one.
Rolling a dragon on an attack is what you're looking for. You can do double
Okay,
damage. You can do a couple different things.
And a dragon.
I also like how you've done this before. This is not your
like
first
a
dragon.
million It feels like it was 2 years ago.
You could
Okay.
roll double the amount of dice. You got it?
Yeah.
You could-
The double the amount of dice, you can immediately perform a second attack against an enemy. This additional attack is a free action. Jesus! Armor has no effect against the attack as it finds a gap or weak spot. Okay. We're trying to be quick about this. I'm gonna roll the double damage.
Okay.
I'm also going to enact the new ability Dragon Slayer, which you can activate this ability after you roll to hit, but before you roll for damage, which
Okay.
adds a D8 damage.
Okay. Go for it.
That's only for a monster.
Wood sword, if you have damage again. Oh yeah, only for against a monster. Okay, never mind then. Ignore that part.
That's fair.
So it's just doubling my longbow
weapon
damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I ended
love-
up not taking Dragon Slayer, because I was like, well, we're probably gonna face more humans than monsters at this point.
I am
I love this.
not able to just do it, so I'm just gonna
Just roll
roll
it
it.
twice.
Okay.
8.
Once and twice. So it'll be 8 plus 1. So it'll be 9 damage still. Because
Okay.
I only get the bonus once.
Gotcha. Okay. You shoot
Damn.
this arrow. As she, where are you aiming?
I mean, I'm aiming for the back of her head, but if I don't hit the back of the head, I'd probably just hit her shoulder or something. I'm
Okay,
trying
so
to kill the bitch.
She is okay. Yeah, so she's just kind of turned around, and it looks like she's lighting a candle. right? And she had just lit it, and she's like putting the she's kind of shaking the match out as she doesn't even hear you coming as the arrow flies, hitting her right in the back of the head. She and then crumbles onto the ground, her head smacking the ground. She's dead.
Vaughn, I think shooting an arrow to start this was a great idea. This person, she was a baddie. I have my special insight on people. I'm a good people reader. You're a good people. These two people are good people. That was not a good people.
It was so southern.
Well,
Do
3 people, I meant, because there's what's her name's with us.
Yes, Bjorn.
never mind.
Okay. There's a moment of calm as the blood starts to pour out of the back of her head. And a single drop falls and lands onto the circle that she had drawn.
Damn it. That's fine.
As the blood splatters onto the rune, it begins to glow. As her body twists a little bit, as the runic magic beneath her starts to blaze with fire. What are y'all doing? She was doing a blood ritual and you fed it her blood.
She was going to feed it herself.
I told you, Beaky. It's bad karma.
She was going to feed it herself. I
She
still
was.
stand behind shooting her,
She
shooting her in
was.
the head.
Tackling her outside of the runic circle would have been a better idea. But it's too late for that.
It's great.
What is the runic circle drawn in?
Now you can't tell. Because at this point, all of the stuff has gone, it's all turned into flame. As her body's starting to burn.
Mm-mm.
That's
Well,
so cool.
on the bright side, at least we don't have to deal with her bitch ass. So, like, we're fine.
Exactly. And
On the
she
other
was
hand,
quite a bitch
What the
ass.
fuck is that?
As you
I-
say,
I-
what the fuck is that? There's a scream that comes from her corpse, which you know
Oh,
can't
well,
actually be her because you dropped her dead.
Hell
As it starts to just rip itself open, there's parts of it that just start to burst and the blood starts to fly outside of the circle. And as it like lands, it gets drawn back towards the flames and then burns up. As it does this, it feeds the flames as they start getting bigger and bigger until they just consume everything and then start to fade away. And in their place, well, you know what? How about I just show you what's in their place?
Oh, let's
that
not.
seems good, right?
Let's do this. Yeah.
We can also just not.
Blood demon. Cool.
In their place
Love
is the
that.
blood demon. This large bat-like creature that just kind of
that's cool as fuck.
unfurls its wings as
Oh.
the flames dissipate. It's
I like
Smash.
looking around.
cute. I want to be their friend.
It looks down and it sees just a little bit of blood still on the ground and it lunges for it. It puts its face on the ground and starts lapping it up like a dog would. Until it gets it all, it finally just kind of
Oh.
pushes itself up on all fours and looking around and finds eyes with the 5 of you.
Is it just the one?
Mm.
It is just the one, yes.
Excellent. Okay.
Swipe left.
Kill it.
Yep. Let's kill it.
Killing it?
Yep.
All right, well, we're going to do
Knock another
initiative.
arrow.
We're going to do initiative then. How's that sound? If you flip over to tactical mode, I will tell you this is the cool map that I found and the reason that we retconned what this
Oh,
place
yeah.
looks like.
Oh, I like it.
It's pretty nice,
Matt.
isn't it?
Yeah.
So let me sync.
Ooh.
I didn't
This
make
is
it.
Oh, there's
Cute.
water. We could have just put the fire out.
I want to give a shout out. I got this free map off of Miscellaneous Maps. So check out their Patreon if you
Ooh.
like this. But they have a couple free versions
Please
that they
do.
have online.
10 out of 10.
Yeah, it's
I
great.
think I've used one of their maps in my offline campaign. They're fucking
Have
great.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Not an ad.
No,
Not an ad,
just
it could be. It's
a
fun for
shout
us.
out
Good.
because yeah,
Shout out for sure.
I will use your maps all the time if you want to sponsor the show. Okay, I'll use them like
Doesn't say it could be an ad.
Good.
we could have a lovely partnership. But this thing, it's still kind of down on the ground, and it's like it wants your blood So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna shuffle the initiative. You ready? 1,
Yeah.
2,
Sure.
3, shuffle. Oh no, y'all.
Is it first?
Twice. It has a ferocity of 2 and it's going first twice.
On the bright side, we
We're
can
dead.
use it turns out, and then the rest of us can fuck it up.
That's true. You can this way you actually know who needs to try to dodge things. You just won't be able to
Yeah.
attack. Sure.
Yeah.
So let me see what its movement is.
Oh, good. Bjorn and Maladuke are right in front. That's perfect. Excellent.
10, 12, 14. Okay. So first of all, it just starts running at you. Instead of flying, it runs at you like a dog would, as it just runs
Good.
straight down to here.
Speaking of
let's-
dogs, do we have our hellhounds with us?
They're puppies.
Oh.
I mean,
I
if you
mean-
want to bring them, he could probably use a
No,
little
not a
appetizer,
puppy.
but they're not ready for combat.
I can
Uh,
enact
Soil
my
it.
inner quokka. I'll
Okay,
reenact my inner quokka.
he runs in, and as he gets towards you, he just raises his head back and does this horrible roar. So I'm gonna need everybody. Let's see. You suffer a fear attack. So I believe that's a will save on everybody's part.
I'm immune because of my new heroic ability I just took.
Ah,
Amazing. So everybody but Vaughn makes a fear attack. Fail.
Oh,
Big fail.
That hurts.
ooh.
Oh.
Yeah!
Okay,
Ain't nothing
so-
gonna scare Beaky today.
Kyra, you can't push because that is a demon.
Yeah.
Bjorn, you could though.
And I can pick any of them again, right?
Yes.
With good
Okay.
reason.
I'll be angry. I'm still pissed.
Fair enough.
I killed my
okay.
siblings for this.
Okay, perfect. So those of you that failed need to roll on the fear table. Can you bring that up for me, Omega?
Yeah, I have it.
Awesome.
Ready to go. D8.
Is it just you now?
It's just Kyra.
All right,
2. Shaken, you suffer the scared condition.
Oh, that's not bad at all. Look at that.
Okay.
Maladuke passed theirs, by the way.
You poop your
Yeah.
pants a little bit.
Okay.
Oh, I just take off the scared condition.
Yes. Now,
Oh, fuck yeah. That's fine. Thank God.
next, it's going to continue moving in. It'll move right up here to the two of you. Bjorn, it's going to go after you. Let's see what it wants to do. How does that sound?
Because Bjorn was late.
that's why. And I'd rather attack a player than an NPC that I have to track. So,
Fine.
let's see. It'll do venomous claws. That sounds like a good one. I need you to roll a
Right off.
con versus the result above. Versus a 1. You have to roll a 1.
Oh,
You failed.
and I don't.
Okay. You take the poison's full effect. Okay, hold on. That doesn't tell us the full details there, does it?
Nope.
Let me look up the mechanics here. And the actual stat block.
I do have this PDF somewhere.
I've got
Yeah,
it.
we are.
Okay, you have a paralyzing poison with a potency of 12, and you suffer 2d6 slashing damage. Now, you can try to dodge that if you want, though.
And what is dodging? It means I skip my turn, right?
You would have to skip your turn, but you would not take the damage if you succeeded on your evade roll. Actually,
yeah,
you wouldn't.
I'll skip.
You wouldn't take the poison either because it would have missed you.
Yeah, I'll dodge.
Okay, so try to give me an evasion roll. Nice. It lunges at you as it's kind of just still running in. It roars and then leaps for you, both hands outstretched, and you manage to you just freak out and manage to step out of the way. It actually lunges past you just a little bit, landing right here. That'll be its turn. So Vaughn, you're up next.
Kyra, I told you, like, never shoot a woman in the back of the head. Look what you've done now.
Sexist.
It's just gonna die.
We might have been able to talk to the evil little lady.
I like how you gendered it. Not never shoot a person, never shoot a woman in the back of the head.
Yeah.
Men,
Yeah,
kill them all
men.
day.
Fuck men.
You heard it here first, everybody.
Fuck men. Happy Pride.
I'm going to... Well, I didn't realize... Okay, I'm first. I got my staff.
Yeah, bunk it on the top of the head, yellow.
Yep, I'm fearless. I'm
You're
going
dead
up to
anyway.
Yeah, you're
No, I'm
dead
not-
anyways.
I'm not going to die. No, we're going staff attack.
Okay.
Fail.
Ooh, that fails.
I'm not pushing it. No.
Okay. As you try to do it, it just kind of like pulls up and like knocks your staff away, as it's just kind of like now in your face. You can smell like this horrible breath that it has, and it smells like death, like something decaying that kind of comes out of its just mouth. It's putrid. That's it, right? Anything for you besides that? It?
That's it. Yeah.
Kyra, you're up.
Alright, let's Hail Mary this motherfucker. I'm going to move 4 spaces up to here. And then I'm going to start with Twin Shot, which is 3 willpower. It lets me attack with a bow. I shoot 2 arrows instead of 1, but I roll just once to hit with a Bane.
Oh, okay.
The damage is rolled separately. The arrows can be directed at the same target or at 2 different. So I roll bows with a Bane. And hopefully we're good.
Oh no!
What?
Oh my god. That's double.
Double
damage.
20s. Oh my god.
Dun, dun, dun.
There's a demons in
It's like-
combat table, isn't there?
Ava could never. Wait, hang on. Twice in 1 week, Wolf.
I know.
And
Well,
I don't
last
think
night
I
on
can push
on-
demons.
you cannot. Last night on Golden Vault, I rolled 3 1s in a row.
Whew.
Like
Is it ranged?
Yeah.
Was that ranged?
it is ranged.
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. So, am I shooting like teammates?
I don't know. Let's see. I know there's
you
a
better
table.
not.
It says if you roll a demon while performing a range attack, you miss your target and cannot push the roll. You may also suffer an additional mishap. Roll on the table before 1d6.
Yeah, roll on that. Give us a
Oh my-
1d6.
Goodbye, everybody.
3.
3. You hit a valuable and important item nearby. The GM decides what it is.
Okay. As you're shooting, everything. Sorry, go ahead.
Just to see it doesn't double up the numbers all the time. Okay, we're still good.
It
right.
doesn't.
Ignore that though.
This all
I was gonna
happened
get real
pretty
pissed.
fast, right? This all happened pretty fast, and once you killed Lenara, everything was quiet for a minute. And since the demon came out, it's just been mere seconds. Not long enough for Beaky to put the statue back away. As
Oh,
your
God.
arrows start flying wide, one of them hits the statue and it knocks it out of her hand and it flies across the chamber and kind of skitters to the ground, and you can hear it slam and it breaks back apart into the 4 pieces.
Oh my god.
When that happens, the demon turns towards it. Its attention on the statue. Maladuke.
What?
Maladuke, use it. Please tell me she
Well
gets like a
done, me.
boon or something because it's not paying attention to us anymore.
You know what? That's a good idea. I will do that. It is
Thank you,
distracted at
heavens.
the moment. So I will give her a boon with her spears roll.
Hey.
All right. That is a success. Does it have the damage here? No. Hey, quick! Look up what a spear... Oh, long spear. Here it is. Okay. I'll equip it. There we go. I do have it. Look at me. 3. Oh. She runs in, and as it's turned around, she just kind of stabs it right in the haunch with her spear. It doesn't even seem to notice. As she pulls it out, and there's this black ichor for blood that's kind of dripping off the point of the spear. But this thing is still focused on the statue. With that, Beyonce, you're up.
I'm gonna try to stab it.
You should.
Alright, let's stab you.
All right.
Okay.
Give me that attack roll.
God, that was funny.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Love
you get-
that.
Is there anything added onto that?
Or
no? Okay. 7. Okay. As you, what was that? A short sword?
Yep.
You seeing your opportunity kind of come in, and while Maladuke is stabbing it, you also kind of start slashing away at it. It did some damage, but it's still not paying attention to you all for the moment. So, with that, Bjorn, you missed your turn. We'll go back to the top of the round.
Hold on.
You've used your turn, but go ahead.
I know, but I'm looking at this. When I dodge, I get to move 2 meters in any direction without triggering free attacks from anyone.
Okay. So yeah, you
So
could
how far is 2 meters in this
1
game?
square.
Like 1 square?
Yeah.
So yeah, I kind of just want to move back to not be right next to him with that, and then continue.
Okay, perfect. Top of the round, we'll shuffle initiative. It gets to go first.
Again? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Let's see. What is it?
Cheese and crackers, everybody.
Cheese, grommet.
Okay. This thing is going to let me make an invasion roll. Oh yeah, that'll succeed. As it leaps finally into the air and starts to fly really quick over into this corner. It lands here and just starts scooping up all of the statue pieces. Like, it has all the pieces now, as it's just kind of like clutching them to itself. And then now that it has them, it turns back around and looks at you. Kiara,
Yo.
you're up.
You're
I'm
going to
sorry,
get it
what did you
someday,
call me?
buddy.
Kyra. I always want to say Kiara, and that's not right. It's Kyra.
You should just kill
I
her
think
so
like-
you don't have to learn it.
Kyrie instead of Kyra.
Good idea.
Kyra instead of Kyrie. I'm gonna do it again because I'm not a bitch. I'll do it again. Rolling
Okay.
with a Bane for twin shot. To hit it.
Nice.
These doubles are frustrating me.
If this was Daggerheart, that'd be a crit.
Don't care. So now, because this is not an NPC, it is a monster, I can enact Dragon Slayer to
Okay.
roll
Yeah.
a D8 damage. So I add a D8 and it's 2 longbows.
Okay.
I still am not sure how to just...
If you have it equipped, at least for Maladuke, if you have the item equipped, it was under actions. I had long spear damage.
Yeah, I've got longbow damage, I just can't double it. So longbow
just roll.
damage 1, longbow damage 2,
9 plus 2, so that's 11,
and a
right?
D8. No, so it is like 2 completely separate arrows.
Oh, right.
If the critical
Okay.
didn't, so it's 9, 6, 6. So 12's 21 damage.
Damn.
Lost queen.
Okay.
And that is 1 willpower point for that. So -1. Yeah, as I just like I felt bad after like whiffing the first time real bad. I just like The first shot just like firing it into its chest. The second shot trying to aim for its neck and probably getting it like right in the sternum, and it like pushes right through. And with Dragon Slayer, I don't know, it hits a weak point.
Okay. Okay.
Extra
Yeah.
damage.
As you hit it, and it kind of pushes, and you hear this thing roar into the sky as again
Yeah,
that
it's
black
that now.
ichor it just starts to like fall onto the ground, and like when it hits the ground, it sizzles a little bit, and then just kind of dissipates.
Yeah.
Vaughn, you're up. Unless Kyra, do you want to move?
I moved a little bit. I'm probably just gonna like move back behind Bjorn, and I realized I should have aimed for the arms where the wings are, but that's okay.
That's cool.
Vaughn, you're up.
So you can't shoot through this thing here, right?
This thing that's right here. You're talking about.
Yeah.
You can shoot through that. Those things aren't as tall as they seem. You could. This is big, and you can see through it. It's big enough to see. So if you have something you can shoot through that.
Okay. I'll do my sling. I'll move here. Actually, right here. Fire my sling.
Oof.
Fail.
What do you want to do?
That's all I'm doing. That's
Okay.
it.
Beyonce.
I'm gonna use my musician power. Boop boop boop. That's 3 willpower, and I'm going to give it disadvantage. I'm gonna sing a little ditty, pull out my flute somehow, and sing something along the lines of "You're not very good looking, and you smell like my Aunt Millie's cooking." And I hope I can ring this bell and send you right back to hell. So now it has disadvantage on its everything until
Okay.
Love it.
my
So-
next turn.
One thing to point out: monsters don't roll to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so then it gives everybody else an advantage because they think it's very funny.
Okay.
So
let's
Bjorn
do
and
that.
Maladuke will both get advantage.
That works.
Um,
Yeah, that works much
yeah.
better. Okay. Now I've got
You're
his turn coming.
Your
up.
Aunt Millie must be a really bad cook. Yeah, she is. I don't have an Aunt Millie.
Okay, so at this point, the demon kind of rises up on 2 legs as it holds on to the statue pieces, and it makes eye contact with you, Tyra, as it starts to whisper something in like this foreign tongue that you have never heard spoken aloud before. As it continues, it gets louder and louder and louder until you feel yourself starting to get kind of hot under the collar.
I'm so hot.
You start to your head starts to hurt and your nose starts to bleed. As you touch it, your blood is literally boiling. So
Ew.
this will be
But-
fun. So boiling blood. Let's roll that.
Love that.
You take 8 damage.
That's
I am down.
Armor
Unless
can
I'm like wearing
You only had 8 total? Oh yeah, I only 2.
this
that's
game.
fine.
Yeah.
I do have some
Armor has
but
no
it's
effect
only,
on
like-
this.
Yeah, so I'm down.
Okay.
I have
You
8
also
HP
suffer a fear attack with a bane on the will roll.
I'm down.
You're still alive though. Remember, because you can rally
Bane
and
on
stuff.
will. Yeah. A Bane on will. Yeah, cool.
So you need to make another fear.
Yeah.
D8.
And that was a D8. A 1? Oh, I think I remember that one was like all my
Enfeebled.
willpower goes.
The fear drains your energy and determination. You lose 2d6 willpower points to a minimum of 0 and become disheartened.
Yeah, so I have no willpower left and I am disheartened.
That was 1 attack. Jesus. Okay. Dragonbane, baby.
Yeah, it's fun for a GM, man.
Bjorn,
free league games.
you're up, man.
All right. Where do I see how far I can move?
It's in your sheet. Hold on.
Movement 10. So how many squares is that?
It's 5.
Okay.
So, yeah, you can get to him.
Okay, well, I'm going to try to hit him with my, I think it's a great axe.
Okay.
Warhammer. It's a warhammer.
Oh, just enough. Okay. Ooh.
Did
11.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, I'm supposed to get an extra. Oh, sorry, not that. I'm supposed to get an extra D6. Although I would have liked that.
I would also like.
We'll take the 11, then roll me an extra d6.
Yep.
Okay. Got it. Okay. As you run up, as this thing is like flying away, you see Kyra drop as the blood that's kind of coming out of her nose, literally boiling. You come in with your warhammer and just slam down on this thing's wing, kind of slamming it into the ground. It goes to the ground and screams and turns on you. Anything else?
Yeah. I don't. Nope. I think that's all I can do.
Okay, Maladuke is going to rush up with you. Hey, save some for me. She will come in. She'll do a spear roll, just straight these days.
Oh, that's right. She gets advantage.
Oh, wait. She does?
Yeah, because I haven't had my turn yet. So remember, I have.
All
that's my power.
right.
I forgot about that.
Success.
Excellent.
Okay, so 16 damage. That's not too shabby. That's a lot better. Okay, so she runs in as you've kind of got it pinned with your hammer, and she takes it and just stabs through the other one and just like skewers it into the ground. This thing is trying to pull up, but you both have its wings kind of trapped to the ground. But at this point, it is pissed at the two of you. But let's see what happens, because it's the top of the initiative now, and we need to shuffle.
Please don't let it go first again.
Hey.
It's going
Slash.
double
Going last.
double last. Kyra,
So let's
you're
kill
up.
it now.
Fuck
I
it
need
up.
to rally myself.
Okay,
How
go
do I
for
do
it.
this again?
Is that a
'Cause-
will roll, I think, to rally yourself? Is that right, Omega? You're my rules guy. I think it's a
Oh, so
will
you've
roll.
been down enough, you would know.
Oh, for the healing?
Yeah.
It was still a little spicy out.
You got to make a death roll every round on your
Yeah,
con.
you still got to do that.
Okay. Oh god. Okay.
Even if
so
you rally, you'll still be doing that.
death roll con is a success. That's good.
Okay, success.
Good.
And
You
then a rally.
Rally is against your will with the Bane instead of persuasion if somebody else
But I
does
think
it.
you get. Hang on, let me see if my thing gives you.
Oh, I might
also
cancel it
gives you-
out. Okay.
Yeah, hang on, let me check. Activating this ability gives all allies in the 10 minute a boon to all rolls. All rolls, so you get a boon.
Okay. So it's a
For
straight
this.
roll against your
Yes,
will.
just a straight roll against your will.
Success!
Ah.
You have rallied, so you do get an action. As you push yourself back up to your feet, your blood is still boiling in your body. What do you want to
That
do?
sucks. That's how I felt this weekend.
I'm just gonna aim and fire because I'm so sick of this bitch already. That makes sense.
You
Sure.
got a no,
Um,
wait, you get a boon.
You get a
Oh,
boon
yeah, I
until
do.
Beyonce's turn. Yep.
Oh god, okay. Okay, sweet, we got damage.
God, I love
Uh,
Beyonce so much.
Smack the bitch.
It is going to
9
use
damage.
one of its moves to dodge this, though. As it
Oh,
rips
you
itself
little prick.
free from the two of you, it actually tears its wings as it rips out and then just flies up really quick as the arrow just goes right underneath it. But it did use one of its actions.
Little
Bjorn.
bitch.
Excellent. Boon to all rolls.
They can dodge
so
too.
hit it with a boon.
It has not actually dealt any damage to me, has it?
Not yet.
All right, so
Must be
I'm
not.
going to. Well, I get a bonus to my damage if it has.
Oh,
So I'm gonna
Yeah, I don't think
roll.
it
I'm gonna
has.
try to hit it with my hammer then.
Okay.
boon. You have a boon.
Uh,
Try to see if you crit. You never know.
Crit fish. Crit fish. Ooh,
Oh!
close.
Oh, that
Close.
was so close.
all right.
11. Okay.
And then it's supposed to be another D6.
13's
Okay.
not bad.
Perfect.
Hit it back down into the ground.
Yeah, I smashed it on like at its rib cage.
Okay. Yeah, it's flying up. You just kind of jump with it and just slam it right in the ribcage. This thing screams and kind of like spins in the air as it falls back down. Anything else
Nothing worse
moving?
than a broken rib. No, I'm good.
Vaughn.
I see Kyra. Kyra, that's a nasty gash you have there. I have some bandages. I can stop your bleeding.
Everything burns.
Would you let me try to heal you?
Yeah, okay.
I'm looking at your wound.
I got
What do I
hit so
see?
hard I changed.
What do I see on the wound there?
The wound itself, there's not really a wound. The curse that was placed on them caused their blood to literally start boiling within their body. So there's no external physical wound that you can see.
So the healing roll wouldn't work then.
I'll
No, it doesn't work. If there's no physical thing to look at, then it doesn't work.
I mean, you can.
Yeah.
I am way too down to kill my characters, like
Stick
every
some-
single time.
You're like,
You can stick some of those things up in her. Well, here's the thing. Mechanically, it doesn't say you can't use that on non-visible wounds either, right? So we just got to think of a way to do it. I mean, they have some wounds, but the boiling blood is starting to subside. I mean, it's not like
you dip it in the water to cool her down.
there you go.
Yeah,
Perfect.
there we go.
There we go.
Oh yeah, there's water here. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
Okay,
why
I
you
go-
have the bar.
I go take these bandages and I soak them in the water. You look kind of hot there. You're sweating like crazy. Let me wrap these bandages around you. I got a bunch of them.
Okay.
I start doing that. I'll do my healing roll.
So funny.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
yeah.
A dragon. Oh, I think that's my first dragon.
Nice.
Ever.
It might be.
So you get I guess that you get 1d6 hit points. So
Let's go.
You can double that for the dragon, unless that was doubled. It's supposed to be
Okay, I'll double
1d3
it.
or some
I'll
dumb
double
shit.
it.
But yeah, double it for the dragon.
Ugh.
Okay.
I cooled
Back
right
up
off.
to full health, baby.
I do have a damage bonus +4. I don't think I added that.
Back to full health. Let's go. It's so sad.
Okay. Is that it for you? Beyonce, are you
Yep.
up?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, that was funny.
Trying to find my walking speed. I don't think I can get to it.
I don't think you can
No,
either.
base speed is 8. That means I can only move
4,
4.
yeah.
Yeah, that wouldn't get me nearly close enough. But I do think I'll get a little closer at least. And I think that's all I'm gonna do for now.
Okay, Maladuke. Back to your turn. Let's roll for spears.
Yeah.
Yay!
4. Okay. Some long spear damage. 8. Not too bad. Taking advantage of what what you're doing as it spins around to the ground. She just kind of spins it above her head, catches it, and then slams it down into it. It screams as she kind of stabs it in the side. As then it actually starts to amplify its scream, and it starts to scream louder and louder and louder. And those of you, let's see.
I want to talk about it.
Hold on, let me see how far this goes. Within 10 meters. So that's
insert joke
2,
of not very.
4, 6, 8, 10. So that's everybody but Vaughn, right? Or is Vaughn right in 10 meters?
Yeah, Vaughn's right.
Vaughn's right outside, so everybody but Vaughn. And unfortunately, everybody has taken their turn already. So you're all gonna, as it starts to scream, you manage to get your hands up, Vaughn, but everybody else, your eardrums start to just like pound with pain. Blood starts to run down your ears as he lets out this deafening scream. And everyone takes 9 damage.
We're all down, I guess.
There's
back down.
there's more. There's more. Hold on. 9 damage with the deafening scream. And you become dazed as well.
Cool.
Okay. That's his 2 turns. And then now that we're back at the top of the round, we shuffle initiative. Bjorn, you're up.
All right, so now he's dealt damage to me. I'm going to spend 3 of my...
You're down again. So you
No,
just
I'm
went
not.
down. Oh, you didn't?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I've still got 5 HP.
Oh, cool. I thought you said you had 8. That was Kyra. You're right. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm a weak.
Yeah, you better be sorry.
Sorry, I got confused with the people. I'm sorry.
That's all right. So I'm going to spend my 3 WP. Let me make sure I'm doing this right. I get a boon to the roll. That was it. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to try to hit it with my hammer.
That was a nasty hit.
Yeah, it was.
You are dazed. What does that do?
Oh, I don't know.
Agility. It's a bane
Agility.
to agility.
Okay.
Cool. So it
You're
doesn't
good.
do anything to me. All right.
It's going to use one of its moves to try to evade that. 5. That will evade. So you did burn one of its moves, but no damage.
Ooh. All right.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. So Vaughn, you're up.
So everybody's down except Bjorn?
Maladuke's probably still up, but I'm
let me-
down and Kyra's down.
Let me double check Maladuke. Oh yeah, Maladuke's fine.
Well, I guess it's time to heal the Beconcies. You're up next, so I'm going to come up to you. That noise. Let me bandage your ears here. I'll wrap some bandages around your ears. But let me dip it in water first.
What?
I should be attacking that thing. What do you think? Should I attack him?
No, because I'll go with my sword if you rally me.
Okay.
Bjorn and Maladuke are still up, and they're.
Oh yeah, you're not rallied yet. Should I try to save you or rally you? What do you think?
Rally me.
Yeah. Okay, that's a
Rally me.
persuade. Okay, I'll try to rally you. Come on, Beyonce. Get up now. I start shaking her. Get up.
Yay!
Okay.
I'm rallied.
Beyonce, you hear his voice as you kind of stand up, still dazed. But you look over and Vaughn is just, for some reason, giving you the strength you need to go on.
This
Your
old man
oldest
can't-
friend.
I
in
can't
both-
die before this old man does.
He's your oldest friend as far as the one you've known the longest and the oldest person you know.
Yeah.
Okay, you two have been in this together since the beginning. Is that it for you?
Yes.
Okay. Maladuke is not going to attack. She is going to try to get the statue piece back from it, though.
Stupid. No,
A
have her
4.
attack.
A 4. As it's struggling, she sees her opportunity. She comes in and she punches this thing in the face. And as it's just... Oh, wait. No, she's dazed. Oh, that still would have worked. Punches this thing in the face, and she grabs the statue pieces and just pulls them, wrestles them from this thing as it's still finishing its scream. You now have the statue pieces back, and Picante, it's your go.
All right, I'm gonna stab a bitch because now I can reach her, him, it. And I'm gonna stab him.
Thing.
The stupid thing that I'm gonna stab.
Oh,
Fuck yeah!
God.
Fuck yeah!
We're getting dragons like crazy.
Hell yeah! Okay.
It would be the season finale that we all just fucking crit everything.
Do I just roll the damage twice? Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
Cool.
You can. Oh yeah, there's different stuff for
And I
physical
actually
and
just
brain.
realized my attack damage is plus a D4.
Yeah, I was going to say, I
And
thought
it
there was
doesn't
supposed to
have
be...
Yeah, I didn't realize that until I opened my character. So a 7 and 8, and then I'll roll a D4.
God
Okay.
damn.
Because fuck this thing. 7 plus 8 plus 3.
7 plus 8, so 18.
15, 16, 18, yeah.
Okay.
18 damage on this bullshit piece of shit. I'm so mad.
So Maladuke grabs the statue piece away right as this dazed Beyonce like starts stumbling in. You know, she's like got her sword, but she's still kind of stumbling around a little bit because her ears are ringing. She is, oh yeah, thanks. He needed to make that. Her ears are ringing and everything. Beyonce, Troll Slayer, now Demon Slayer. How do you want to do this?
God damn this.
I can't believe I actually really thought Vaughn was going to take the shot. Okay, behind the scenes, this thing had 2 HP left on that last hit. I really thought Vaughn was going to take it and like have this cool moment where he took down the demon. But in character, I think it makes sense for Beyonce to once again kill the giant beast.
Fucking hell.
That's also why I made Maladuke knock attack. I wasn't stealing your all's kill.
No, you should have. It would have been great. So Vaughn shakes me awake. I look up. I cannot die before this old man. I stand up. I look at this thing, and I'm like, "How dare you steal this moment from me?" And I run up to it, and I take my knife, and they had my sword, and they had already like knocked him back down. And I came up, and I just sliced its head off with my sword. And then I look over and I go, "Somebody's gonna need to heal me."
She slices this, and the head just goes flying. That black ichor spraying all 3 of you. And it burns just a little bit, not enough to do damage, but when it hits your skin, there's like this sizzling, and it kind of just feels like when you're cooking on the stove and like some oil pops on your skin or something. And then it's gone. As this creature's head flies across the room, it crumbles. And then Beyonce says she needs healing, and then just kind of collapses onto the ground. So with that, sticking with initiative, because we still have to make a couple rolls. Kyra, it's your turn, and I need a death saving throw from you.
So was that like? This is a different death save, right? Or am I still from the before?
It's different because you came up and went back down. So they got
Yeah,
wiped away.
that's right. Yeah, that's better. All right, that's one.
One fail. Okay. I'm going to keep this in initiative just because Vaughn can only do so much so fast, right? So we're going to see how this goes. Top of the round, shuffling. The Blood Demon, Maladuke, and the Blood Demon, they're dead. Kyra, I need another death save from you.
Is Maladuke not going to try to save us?
I guess Maladuke could.
Yeah.
That's not her strong suit. You got one. Success. Maladuke will go to Beyonce. She does like you. It's with disadvantage, right?
Girl
when there's
power.
no
Yep, you don't have bandages.
bandit, she definitely does not. Okay, well that was a 19, so that's not gonna help you.
That's rude.
Bjorn, though, you're up.
I'm also going to try to help Beyonce. I don't have a bandage.
So
well, we
it's
had
just
100 bandages. We probably handed you a couple of our 100
Okay.
bandages.
Yeah, you all would have bandages because you
Yeah.
all did
Okay.
buy a bunch.
Well,
It's just
We-
my
we
roll's
bought-
still terrible.
We didn't just
so...
buy a bunch. We bought 100.
Yeah, I had a
I
whole
pulled
box.
out
Yeah.
7
yeah.
bandages. I've got 7 bandages, and I'm just like shoving them onto Beyonce.
Vaughn's-
My healing is terrible. Let's see how this works out.
Vaughn's walking around. Vaughn's walking around handing out like Hello Kitty band-aids to everybody.
Yeah.
Like, here, heal up.
I love
Okay.
this.
I'm so
I
glad.
failed.
I get to Tism real hard. One of my favorite songs is literally called 100 Band-Aids by Falsio.
Really?
And I just put it in Dragonbane. I'm like, yes, the Tism is Tisming!
I've never heard that.
It
I'll have to listen
worked!
to it when we're done.
Yes, I love that so much.
Beyonce, I need a death saving throw from you. I think you're
That's-
one success, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he failed.
Um,
They both failed, so
that's uncool of both of you, but I did.
She's
give
like,
another-
I'm gonna fucking do it myself.
2
Yeah.
successes. What are you at, Kyra?
I guess-
Are you one up, one down?
One of each. Yeah.
Okay. Vaughn.
Okay, I guess I'll go to Kyra.
Okay.
Just Vaughn just like kicks me back into the water.
Yeah.
Like, pokes me with a stick, like Family Guy style, and pushes me in the water.
When you made this character, Vaughn, did you expect to be the healer of the group?
No, not at all. Actually, my healing's only 8. So,
Oh.
Oh my god!
Everybody's healing awful.
How have you been helping so much?
My
I
healing
don't
is
know.
12.
Oh, I got a
That's
nice
better.
You want to push it?
No, I'll just be patient.
Okay.
Yeah, I got time.
As I try to bandage, I'm trying to unwrap this one. This one's a little stuck. It's got this funky knot in it. Just be patient. I'll be there in a second.
He opens it. He's like, "Oh, I hate this character," and he throws it away, and he gets another one. All right, shuffling initiative. Beyonce, I need a death save from you.
Alright.
The shuffling
Hopefully
initiative
not.
makes this crazy too.
Yeah. I love it.
Okay.
Excellent. I'm good. I'm good
Okay.
now. I'm stabilized.
Literally do
Can I
it
try to heal
myself.
myself?
I think when you stable, you at least come back with 1 HP. I
Yay.
believe.
Good. Excellent. Can I try to heal myself?
Recover
yes.
after 3 successes. You recover D6 hit points.
Oh, D6.
Oh, a D6.
Go for it. Yeah.
Excellent. We'll do that.
I guess you'd still have an action then too. Well, you haven't rallied though.
Oh, I don't know what this was. I don't.
Oh.
Ignore that. I don't know what I just
Don't
did.
look at that.
Yeah, so I don't know what that
Don't
is.
look at that. Don't look at that.
Okay, I got 5.
Okay, so I guess when you heal, you wouldn't have to rally. So you're up and you have an action.
Yeah, cool. I'm gonna, I guess, first try to put a Hello Kitty Band-Aid on myself. I didn't put a Hello Kitty Band-Aid on myself. That's wild that happened. Nobody can figure out this fucking adhesive. It's one of those Band-Aids, and it's like faulty, so it like doesn't stick right.
It just falls off.
Yeah. Oh man, it's too wet in here. I'm too
Yeah.
damp.
Actually, out of 100 Hello Kitty Band-Aids, you pulled the one normal one that you get for like $2
Yeah.
at
Boo.
pharmacy.
Vaughn, why are these in here?
Yeah.
Maladuke, then. Well, you know what? I don't think she would even really know anything's happening to Kyra. So
Yeah.
she's kind of looking around, looking at Bjorn. You guys seem okay. I don't think she's going to do anything. Vaughn, you're up.
Okay, Kyra, I think I untied the knot now. Let me try again.
Okay.
Oh,
We're all big
failed.
dummies.
Oh.
We're all big
You
dummies
gotta-
that can't figure this shit out.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna.
I'm gonna just
I'm gonna-
go. I'm gonna just leave.
I'm
hey,
gonna push it.
Okay.
Goodbye, everybody.
What is my
I would
healing?
hate
Tyra
for you-
dies because nobody can figure out goddamn band-aids.
I'm dazed, I guess. I'm dazed trying to figure this out. Why this stupid
Wait, shouldn't he
band-aid?
have a boon since he's got?
No,
Okay.
the
Everybody have
Band-Aid
bandages?
just erases the bane. You've got a bane unless you have a Band-Aid.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
There we go.
Finally, goddamn.
D6
Fucking
hit
hell.
points.
There's Hello Kitty.
4 hit points.
Beyonce's not the only one that's angry anymore.
Oh my god.
Bjorn,
75%
Bjorn was
of
next.
this playthrough has been us trying to figure out how to heal each other.
No.
Bjorn was next up, and he was running towards Kyra with 14 bandages because he thought, double the bandages to make it work.
You
I
don't
like
even unwrap them, you just throw them at my face. This'll help me, fucking slam dunk a
Have you
ball of
seen
it.
the-
Bleeding out.
Have you seen the GIF? It's. Have you seen the gift of like the girl and they're like just throwing hot dogs at her face? I imagine that but with Band-Aids. Okay. There's a moment
I
of
think we're out of
quiet.
initiative now, yeah.
We are, as things
Fucking
Just-
Christ.
finally calm down. You look around. It's quiet.
There's another demon right behind.
I swear to God, woman.
Maladuke, darling, can I please have that statue? I'll put it back together and put it on this damn pedestal so we can get this sword.
Of
I'm a little
course.
over it.
There you go.
Thank you, beautiful. And I'm gonna just go, I guess. I'm assuming it's this big thing in the center front top.
You're right.
Look at that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put the statue back together, and I imagine it's like the Legends of the Hidden Temple, the monkey, where it's like got the little stick, and you got to like figure out how to like put it. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking
Yeah, I
about.
mean, yeah, it's there's a little bit of a not anything you have to roll for. There's a little bit of a maneuvering you have to do. Give me a spot hidden roll.
Nobody could ever figure out that damn monkey. And when you're like 7 watching Legends of the Hidden Temple, and you're like, it just turned the damn.
Yeah, no, you
torso.
could never get it. It always frustrated the hell out of me.
Should we do the equivalent of the short rest before we put this together?
Oh.
You
I
probably should
personally
have, but she's already doing it.
Okay.
I am exhausted.
She's already rolled.
I'm exhausted.
Okay.
I'm exhausted.
Just
Okay.
burn the damn torso.
Okay. As you're putting this together, you're tired, you're dazed, you're just done with this. You want to get back to Ophelia. You're just ready for this part to be over. As you put the statue piece in, you hear a little click and it like recedes down a little bit. I need you to make an evade roll.
We're about to get murdered.
Hell yeah.
I swear to God.
You don't have to decide who you're going to kill. You're going to kill us all.
Okay.
13.
You make it. Okay, look at you. As this starts to sink down in front of you, you realize that it's not just the pedestal that's sinking down, but the floor that you're standing on too. But you manage to just kind of hop back and back up right as the floor just starts. Basically, it depresses down and keeps going, and then some of the floor towards you keeps going until it forms some stairs going down. There's these loud, like mechanical crunching noises of stone grinding against stone that hasn't moved in centuries. As it goes down, and there's like a little click and a thump when it hits the bottom. And then now you have stairs that just descend all the way down into the depths of the crypt.
Well, I'll be a tortoise in a hair battle. I'm.
I liked that.
I guess before we really start heading down, now that we know that there's no immediate threats, I wanted to make sure that that was on there, and that we could defend it before we took a little rest. But let's like sit at the top of the stairs and just like take a little
Have some
stretch
sandwiches.
rest. Yeah.
Okay.
I miss Psychic's first character in this game that used to cook for us.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
Bjorn has ham and cheese sandwiches. They're like lunch meat.
I love it. Like Lunchables.
Yeah.
Excellent. What does this
how much is the healing?
So this would be a stretch rest, right?
Yeah.
That's the short one. Yeah, I only have the adventure book next to me for reference. So again, I should keep the rules book out too. I only keep the adventure book.
D6 hit points, or 2d6 hit points if somebody's tending you, and it succeeds a healing roll. And you get d6 willpower points and heal a condition.
Okay.
1 stretch rest per shift. So I'd get rid of my condition.
Oh, 3 and 3.
So D6 healing. Oh, sweet. Let's go. I get to heal a condition. We're going to take off daze because agility affects my bows. And then a D6 willpower. 3. You fucking would, you cheap bastard.
Guess I can get rid of these death rolls. Or... Excellent.
Okay.
I thought we were all frozen for a second, and I panicked. All right.
Nope. Just sitting very still.
Rude. All right.
All right.
Let's go.
Are we ready?
Let's go down these damn stairs.
Okay. If you flip on tactical mode, you'll kind of see what we're looking at here.
Kinda.
Oh, hot.
Then I will sync it.
The
So we
fuck
can
I
see
am.
on the stream.
Guy repeated right next to it. I'm like, nope.
Okay.
I'm only stupid once.
As you come down here, it is dusty and old. And even the air kind of chokes you, and you feel like, no one has been down here probably since they sealed it up. You find yourself in like this kind of, octagonal room. And there's a couple things that you see kind of predominantly. First thing that stands out right in front of you is this giant sword that is just kind of lying across this pedestal, basically. Just as it's displayed here. The pedestal actually being a large, ornate coffin. As you look around the room, there is like all these statues kind of in each corner of the room, all facing the tomb, as though paying their respects or guarding the coffin. That's the word. On the pedestal, on the coffin, there's also a book and like this, some other things, some loose papers, a goblet, some other things that look like were buried with him, some of his prized possessions. And then there is a pool of still water in the back of the chamber.
I'm going to use my new heroic and power ability, whatever we call it. I'm going to use 3 willpower points, and I'm going to ask the DM a question directly.
Yes, my child.
Ew. All right. What is going to be the best and least dangerous way for us to go about attaining and destroying this sword, or attaining and managing this sword. Because destroying might not be the best option, but you never know.
You definitely don't want to destroy it. You definitely do not want to destroy it. The sword is the only thing that will get you to the island. That's going to be later seasons. In order to stop Sathmog from actually being resurrected.
Okay.
You will notice that there is something here, a ritual of sorts that needs to be performed before you can take the sword.
Okay. Probably reading the book would be the best option to figure that out, wouldn't it?
You know what? The last time I put an open book on a table, no one looked at it. But since you're asking me directly, probably.
Hey, Vaughn. I think this is your territory. I think this is your time to shine. I have a very good intuition that you should probably take a look at this book, and we should make sure that we are following the rules correctly to make sure we can get this sword out of here safely. It's just my beautiful magical intuition. I did just kill the demon, so I'm probably very trustworthy.
Yes, for sure. We must have knowledge of this situation first and foremost before we make any kind of decisions. But if you ask me, I say we bury the sword, because if we have the sword, then the evil can take it from us.
I think we're gonna need it for a future season.
Are you sure about that?
That's not a good idea. What exactly did they tell you about why they wanted the sword? What do you know?
That's a good question. GM.
Something about resurrecting the big old baddie. Sathmog, I guess is its name.
The big old baddie.
Big old baddie.
This is one of the things I hate about the humans. And you, not you all, per se, but... they've got you doing all this, and you don't even know why.
Are you generalizing amongst us humans?
She said not all of y'all. Listen,
I said
everyone.
Don't start with me. I still remember your animal comment.
Okay, well, just let me read this book here first, and then we'll decide.
Give me a languages roll.
The big old letters on the front of the book. Do not destroy the sword once.
Can Bjorn also check out the sword? Like use crafting, perhaps?
No. Do not touch. Do not touch. Not yet.
No, not touch. Just
look.
Okay.
Look with your eyes, not your hands.
Quality. I want to check out what it's made of, things like that.
Yes. Go ahead.
What I tell my 5-year-old: look with your eyes, not your hands.
Yeah.
It never works. They always look with their hands.
You can push.
Nah, the book probably tells us more anyway.
Okay. It's a nice sword. Very well crafted. I will tell you that.
I could do better.
You definitely think that.
Well, I'm very good at myths and legends. There's no story I've probably heard every story that there is written of the legends, but my skill in languages is very weak. I don't know many languages. I just hope I could read this.
Let me give you some concentrated music, and I'm going to play musician, give him advantage.
Okay.
I think we can use it for this specific. It's the last episode. Why not, right?
Boon it, baby.
Okay. It's a 7 I got in languages. Here we go.
You got this.
Yeah,
you do got it.
Thank you, Boone. Hell yeah.
You panic at first a little bit because you open it and it doesn't look like a language that you've read before, but the soothing tones of Beyonce kind of calm you a little bit, and then you realize that it is a language you've read before, but just written in a slightly different dialect, like it's just off a little bit. So you focus, you let the calming music wash over you, and you start to read, and this is it's a very hefty tome, and it is a prayer book. And the first thing that, as you're reading it, you almost feel compelled to read it out loud. It says, "Hail, Emperor of the world, Lord of light, Punisher of impurity, Eladane forever in the depths of our pure hearts." And you kind of find yourself just kind of mumbling that under your breath.
It's some sort of prayer. There's no really instructions here, as far as I can tell.
What does the prayer say?
Just gibberish. Like...
Now you can give me that myths and legends. Okay.
3.
Oh, nailed it.
Okay.
As this ring starts to remind you, starts to churn things in your brain. You've never actually been to, because some of the customs have developed and changed in the centuries since the Dragon Emperor was alive. But you've done a lot of reading. You're very versed in history, and as you're kind of thinking through it, the passage sticks with you, and it sounds really familiar as you start to kind of repeat it to yourself. You remember an old tome that you read that basically just kind of went over the old customs and religion at the time of the Dragon Emperor. And there was this ceremony they did that was very similar to like a Catholic mass, to where they would recite these poems. This is something very similar to this, and then they would all partake in the drinking of the wine.
So what was the chant again? I'm sorry.
Hail, Emperor of the world, Lord of light, Punisher of impurity, Eladane forever in the depths of our pure hearts.
We need to drink this water behind us. Over here in this corner. Or not corner, in the back.
Right, and probably say the prayer while we do it.
I'd say
This is
so,
gonna
yeah.
sound weird. Can
Like
I
a
convince you? Can I convince you of either
Me?
hunting and fishing to check out this water on the basis that Kyra, being a hunter, has spent enough time around water to know that still water that has left for thousands or hundreds of years in a crypt is probably not good.
Yeah.
Do you still have
Is
that?
it okay?
Is this the game where you have that ability that lets you bullshit your
Yeah,
shit?
that's
or-
why I'm like, can I convince
Fine.
a hunting and fishing?
Use
I've
whatever
spent enough
willpower
water?
you got to do. I'll give you a hunting and fishing roll on that.
I've only
Hey, I've
fucking
got-
got 3 left.
I've got-
This is all
I've
I
got
got.
14 on hunting and fishing.
I got a 14 too. Nice. Let's go fishing sometime.
I'll also
Yo,
need to know-
do
one
it.
shot Dragonbane, Bjorn and Kyra go fishing.
I'll need to know. I mean, hey, with that you can have a boon if the two of you are talking about the water together, kind of pointing at it. Yeah,
Hey,
that
you
looks
see this
like
water?
some good fishing
Sure is
water.
water.
That's some tepid water right there. You won't be drinking that.
I could catch a bitch in that.
Okay, 4. I also want everybody in the room to give me an awareness check.
Oh, no.
Well, I'm dead. Am I dead? Oh, I don't know. It went
Those
up very
went
quickly.
fast.
Hell yeah.
I'm
Beyonce
alive.
sees it. Vaughn sees it.
I'm good.
Kyra,
Is there a cup? Are
And-
we looking for a cup?
Bjorn didn't. Yeah,
Bjorn's the only
The
one.
goblet. The goblet.
Oh, it's
So-
right there on the table.
it is right there on the table. You don't see
He's
it,
gonna
Bjorn.
zoom in a bit.
Close your eyes.
Hey,
that's
there's a goblet. We should probably use the goblet. Might be
The-
magic.
the goblet itself is decorated with a stylized crown. You know,
I've seen
and-
Indiana Jones.
Yeah, you have
It's
seen
made of
Indiana
wood.
Jones, but this
very
one's
simple.
actually made of gold. It's not
Oh.
not Jesus down here, you guys. He wasn't a carpenter. He was a. He
Well,
was the
you
fucking
literally
Dragon Emperor.
invoked Catholic rituals, so I'm just saying.
Fair. Okay, I'll give you that one. The two of you that are standing around talking about whether or not you can go fishing in this tiny pool of water back here, it actually looks clean. It looks clean, clear, and then I guess I'm missing legends from both of you.
and under control.
You're-
Okay, Myths and Legends. Well, I got a 10, so I'm a 50-50.
Oof.
Ugh!
3. Okay.
Why could I roll this good in the middle of a fucking combat situation?
Kyra, you don't know too much about magic, but you get the feeling that this was either blessed or preserved in some way that was non-natural.
I love fantasy.
Bjorn's telling you about the biggest bass he's ever caught.
So, what do
I'm
y'all
sure
do?
it was a real sea bass plus.
Beyonce's gonna
What?
take the goblet and bring it to the water, and I guess chant the chant because she's good at chanting things. And drink the drink. I'm gonna do it because fuck it, right?
Vaughn, what were you going to say?
We ready?
I'll wait for you guys to drink it. I'm not one for these superstitious things, but
I'm gonna pull out my weapon because there's all of these like things around the room,
Okay.
and yeah.
And you don't know me enough to know that I'm very trustworthy and can probably also talk to gods.
Well,
I swear
I trust you.
to God.
I just don't trust these suits of armor.
I swear to God, in a freely game like Dragonbane, if these things come alive, I'm fucking leaving you all.
You might as well.
We're gonna get wrecked.
If the module had you fight 8 of these things, you would just die. Like you really.
Yeah,
would. I'll just
we
put it
wouldn't
that
even
way.
have to do. We wouldn't even have to do combat. Kyra would
Yeah.
just lie down.
You guys
Yeah.
almost died to what, 3 goblins? There's no way you could.
Oh, I don't want to talk about it.
survive 8
That is why
armored
I have my
statues.
weapon out already.
That was too silly. All right, let's do it. I'm doing it. I'm doing the. I probably very perfectly because I'm very good at chanting things.
Okay.
Yeah.
You chant and repeat the prayer from the book as you dip the goblet in and fill it with water. You bring it to your lips. As you finish,
I don't
you
have
take a
lips, I'm
drink.
done.
You bring it to your beak, open, kind of pour it in, you know?
Like a duck.
Oh, you just stick your head in and go.
Yeah,
You don't feel any different.
Excellent. I'm gonna pass around the goblet to the next.
It was
person.
refreshing, though. It was cool.
Yeah. That was real tasty, everybody. Everybody give it a shot.
All right, Beaky, sip, pass. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bjorn
passing
takes it.
around.
One by
Downs it.
one.
Yeah.
Vaughn?
well, if you're gonna die, I'll die with you. And I'll drink it.
Now that's the spirit, friend.
I love that.
Maladuke will
Gotta
also
have faith.
partake.
Oh,
Hell
good.
yeah.
She's here still. I forgot.
Yeah, I forgot to throw her token down.
So nothing
So-
really happened when we drank it.
Oh, you didn't
Nothing.
feel anything different. It was refreshing.
Well, I guess we're pure of heart now, so let's go grab the sword.
Let's do it.
Mm.
Vaughn,
I'm gonna
you want
be.
to do the?
I got no skill in swords. I got a
I mean,
four
I'll
in
do it.
swords.
I'm
I was
You want
happy.
me
gonna
wielding
say-
a sword? Sure.
was
Unless it's
gonna
got like
say,
a plus 10 on it or something.
I was
Plus
gonna
10
say,
sword.
since Beyonce, the troll slayer, the demon killer, the crypt, everything, killing everything, it seems kind of fitting that you'd be the one with all the titles to pick up the sword.
Yes.
Sure.
Gross.
Demon killer, wielder of Um-Durman. I mean, it all just rolls right off the tongue.
Oh, what a cool
should-
thing.
It should be the one with the highest sword should grab that, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the one that has a sword in there.
Yeah,
Probably is Becky.
I have 14 in
Bjorn.
swords.
Okay.
And you've been here much longer than me, so you should have it for sure.
All right, I guess I'm gonna grab the sword.
And she
Okay.
should get 3 boons for all of us giving her encouragement.
Da na na na.
How generous I was.
As you reach
Dangerous to
out,
go alone.
there's almost like an electricity in the air. It gets very still and quiet as your hand closes around the hilt. And just like Arthur
touches-
pulling the sword from the stone, you lift the sword. Nothing happens. And now you have in your possession.
Not all of us should have drank the water. I just realized not all of us should have drank the water. Maybe it was just the person that needed to draw the sword.
You know,
That hurt.
Now we're pure.
Yeah. You know what? If I had died right in that moment, somebody else could have done it right away.
That water was really good water.
Yeah, it was good water.
It was pretty good.
It was like
It was like
Fiji
smart
water.
Fiji water.
Everybody names their favorite brand.
As you're holding it, you expected, you don't know what you expected, but you expected more. You expected, I don't know, celebration or a feeling of power, but it seems like it's a sword in your hands.
I mean, it's got a good weight to it, but
how does it feel? Is it heavy?
Nah, I mean it feels like a sword. So I think is there any just making sure, is this the actual sword? This is the real sword, right?
It is.
Okay.
And it does have some it does have some special properties, but as far as it feels perfectly balanced, but it doesn't give off an aura. It doesn't, like, you don't feel power. Like,
there's not like a magical
you.
Light flowing down onto me with like little speckles.
Exactly.
Magic. I just feels like a duck with a sword.
It feels a little anticlimactic, but what it does look, it is very distinctly the sword that you've been looking for. Vaughn, you've seen pictures of this many times before, and anyone that sees you with this will know exactly what sword that is.
That's cool.
That has to be it. Give it the Band-Aid test.
What's the Band-Aid test?
You know, just try to cut the Band-Aid and see if it just, how sharp it is. See if it cuts through it nice and easy. Here's a Band-Aid.
No.
Band-Aid.
Maledic reaches out and grabs that one. I like one. She gives you one with like a shittier character.
We're trading Band-Aids in this like crypt. I guess so I guess I'll cut a Band-Aid. That's very silly, but I'm gonna do it.
Is it nice and sharp?
It slices through. It is incredibly sharp. Sharper
like
than
those
it
knife
has.
commercials where like
exactly.
they like seamlessly cut through the tomato.
It's so satisfying.
It's
like
beautiful.
you tingle with the satisfaction as it like just slices right through it.
Yeah,
it is a very, very well made sword. Excellent. You can see that there are runes along the blade. So it does have some kind of magical property or some blessing associated with it. But it just it doesn't have like its own emanating aura or any kind of like, you know, being living inside it like some other weapons are wont to do.
All right, well, I guess let's I'm gonna go ahead and sheath this sword so it doesn't quite look like so it's at least slightly concealed, and let's head out. I guess we're gonna have to try to find our way out of this.
One thing first.
Yeah, sure.
I think it's time we talk about what the sword can, what it can do, and what it means we have in front of us.
Oh, heck yeah.
Now, I know that you've probably been told it's to stop Sathmog from being summoned or kill it when it is, and that's true. But there's a little more to it than that. You've picked up a responsibility today. One that I meant to shoulder until things changed. Are you aware of Azrael Koth? Have they informed you about the necromancer, what he's up to, where he's been?
Wasn't he the first in command or something?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah. He was Sathmog's like bestie, right?
Correct. And he has been imprisoned for many, many years in the Isle of the Mist. The only way to survive on the Isle, or at least survive getting to or from the Isle, is to be in possession of that sword. The Isle is where he's carrying out his ritual. At this point, the Isle will be filled with demons like you cannot imagine. It's not as simple as getting the sword and being done. We have to take the fight to Azrael Koth and slay him before Sathmog can be reborn. But before we do that, we will have to battle our way through hordes of demons.
Hordes of demons?
Hordes.
So you're telling me my princess is in another castle?
I was under the impression your princess was up top, but if you're still looking, then perhaps. Thank you.
You know what? Yeah. That was well done. That was well done.
What I'm telling you is I don't think they gave you the whole picture when they roped you into this shit.
Well, friends, and I want this is not going to be the end, but this will be like the hook for the end of the episode. Is, well, friends, I guess we got to take my show on tour.
Well, I don't like the sound of hordes of demons.
Oh, I'm cringing.
Here's the good news, though. I think we've dealt a real blow today. Azrael Koth can't actually leave the Isle, since they were unable to retrieve the sword for him. He won't need the sword to finish the ritual, if that's what you've been told. He just needs the sword to leave.
Oh, okay. Well, there goes my idea. Just fucking leave him there, lol.
No, that won't work. If left alone, he will be able to summon Sathmog eventually. However, I think we've dealt him a real blow today. It takes a lot of energy and a lot of resources to summon a demon. I'm assuming he's signed off on the blood demon summoning today. Meaning he's probably had to divert at least portions of his power to his cult. Meaning we've probably bought ourselves a little time. Time for me to get my warband together. Time for you all to see if the humans can rally enough forces to give you a hand.
Nobody can know that we have the sword.
On the contrary, maybe we should, because they think if we're on their side, but... I mean, we are, obviously, but if our people already assume that we're there to kill Sathmog, then they're going to trust us tenfold, now that we have the sword, that we're capable of doing it.
Yeah, I think I'm a little bit tired of all this subterfuge, especially now that we can a lot more easily identify the baddies from the goodies, because the baddies are going to try to take this sword from me. So I think,
well, that's true.
I think it's time to start trying to trust more, and then maybe that'll help us get together more, because I know part of our goal is to get Maladuke and her family to be a little bit more trusted, and I think creating trust is going to help us with.
And a little more trust could go a long way. And your compatriots have shown me that the humans are capable of listening when they must. The choice is ultimately yours.
The choice is yours, and yours.
But if you want, I can have an army of orcs at your back when you head for the Misty Isle.
You mean groupies? Yeah, I'm in.
If we got a horde of demons to fight, we will need them for sure.
I will be honored to have you help us in this fight.
Alright, well, let's get ready. And Kara's going to turn around and pull out her water skin, her flask, dip it into the water, and get another bottle of water for the road.
Excellent.
Okay. As the flask dips into the water, it dissolves.
Oh!
You've lost your flask.
Dun dun dun.
You're only
about
able
you,
to get
Neil?
water out of this with the chalice.
Damn. That fucking Aussie Woolies spring water that I pay like
Ain't you never been to
$1 for.
church?
Yeah.
No. Both Michael and Kyra, no.
Well,
You're fortunate.
Yeah.
do not let this news dishearten you. We still have much to do, but we have won a great victory this day. With this, Azrael Koth remains trapped, and we have at least delayed the rituals. We have time. You have bought us some time, and you have made what needs to happen possible. You're all heroes. She looks over at you, Vaughn. Even you, old man.
And you are too, Meloduke. You're with us most of the way yourself.
Despite what I've been told my entire life, this is my home too, and I will fight for it. And I will be happy to fight for it alongside you. Now, I think we've all earned a little rest. But prepare yourselves. Because soon, we will follow Beaky on her tour.
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
Oh my god.
As you all make your way back up and outside, the clouds that had gathered have parted and the sun is shining once again. The sounds from around seem to have died down for the most part. As the clouds continue to just part, there's still piles or like little puddles of blood here and there. But there's an energy in the town. And as the sun hits your face for the first time in a while, you actually have a feeling of hope that things aren't quite as bleak as they were. As you all have a little bit of rest to look forward to before your next great adventure. And that will be the end of Season 1 of Dragonbane.
Woo!
Right
We
there.
made it.
You made it? I really thought someone was going to die there at that fight. Whoa.
Yeah. I was
Kyra almost
ready to
did.
just fall asleep. I was like, I'm good.
I mean, it was even tense when the combat was over and we just had to like see who was like able to heal everybody up. So fun.
None of us. That's the key.
All
We all
right.
just healed ourselves.
One last time this season, let's make sure we do our experience. I'm just giving everybody max experience for this.
So how many is that?
5 max experience plus whatever you rolled demons or dragons on.
God, I have so many.
It's gotta be 6 for me.
Yep. I know I saw a lot of demons and dragons flying around today too, so.
3,
Okay, I'll go first.
and
I got an idea what I want, so
5.
I definitely want languages, so I'll try that.
Yeah, that was helpful. 8. Okay.
Oh, we
Up
got to
plus.
fail. Yeah,
You want to fail, yeah.
You want
Yeah.
to fail on these.
And I got a dragon on my healing.
Well, you're the healer, so we need to get that in the double digits at least.
Nice.
Nice.
And I got 4 more. So we'll do evade.
Ooh,
No.
I'm sorry.
Mm.
Now, what is it when you get to 18? You get another heroic ability, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bartering. No.
Oh,
Yeah.
that doesn't work. You have to fail. You have to
Languages.
go
I
higher.
already did languages.
Yep, you did languages, healing, evade, and bartering so far.
Persuasion.
No.
No.
Oh, gotta fail. Dang it! My brain
Spot
keeps
hidden.
being this.
I know. The one part of the game, nice.
Excellent.
Yeah,
That is a
that was
good
a
one.
14 too.
One part of the
And
game
I
where you
think-
want to see fail. It hurts my
What I
brain
got?
too.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm good.
Who's up next?
I'll go next. Bartering. I got some hard ones, so I might fail a bunch of them. Yeah. Okay, good.
Nice.
Bartering is good. Healing also. Excellent.
Nice.
Beautiful. Sneaking. Excellent.
You're on a roll today, Beaky.
Spot hidden. Excellent. And then swords.
Beaky's OP. I should have killed her.
Okay,
Oh.
I didn't get my swords up, but that's alright. That's it.
Okay.
Man, I got everything but swords. That's wild.
So I will say, there's some special abilities with the sword, and I can
But
send them to you
yeah,
offline. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Who's next?
Ravnog, feel free to go next. I have 9 abilities to roll.
Holy
okay.
shit.
I've
Wow.
opened the notes tab on my phone to remember which ones I've passed and failed.
Nice.
Love that.
Ooh, sorry. Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
And this one will be difficult. Let's see there.
You can do it. No, you can't.
Aw.
All
Your
right.
hammers is pretty good though.
Yeah, that's
Already.
better than my sword.
All right,
Alright.
9. Let's
Ready
have
for
it.
this? Alright, 1. I have it. Apparently it's ticked in acrobatics. That is
Oh.
a fail. That is fine. Awareness 2. Okay,
Nice.
writing down awareness.
You know, I
we
ticked
also
mine,
have-
and then I unticked them if I didn't get them. And that way they're ticked.
Oh yeah,
and
that's a
then you
good way to
edit
do
them.
it.
Oh, you do it like
Uh,
okay. So you do it like the
Bushcraft.
opposite way.
Bushcraft
Oh.
failed. Hunting and fishing. Hunting and fishing failed.
You're rolling some really high ones though. Like a lot of yours are already.
Myths and legends. Damn it. I'm still a little pissed that dragons and demons don't give you something when you do
I know.
experience.
Yeah, I know,
I
right?
know.
That's bullshit. Seamanship. Hello, I am...
Okay.
No, I can't say that on live stream.
You have better seamen.
Speaking. It's gonna be something like that. No.
9. Okay. No.
And bows. Out of 9, I got fucking 2.
And Beaky got almost all of hers.
Wow, this game is actually homophobic. I hate that.
Okay, that's everybody, right? I think so.
Yep,
Okay. So, I hope you all enjoyed this first season of Dragonbane. We will be back to finish off this hunting down of Azrael Koth at some point. I don't really have an idea of when we'll be back. For you all, though, if you want to come back for that, you're more than welcome. If anybody needs to swap out, we do have the excuse that we're gathering other forces. So you could also, if you wanted to play and then wanted a different character, you could switch it up. Except for Beyonce, she's not allowed to leave.
I missed one. I also need to do healing.
Okay.
Bjorn
Okay,
is so
I had
upset
mine.
about a nicer
Never mind.
weapon than what he can make that he's just like, I'm out of here.
It's just gone. This fucking stupid.
Yeah,
So,
fuck this sword.
keep your eyes peeled for the channel. Like I said, it'll be a little while. We're going to take a break from the season, mainly because I need to stop doing 4 days a week. So
Yeah, you need a break like me.
I need a break. But yes, so keep your eyes peeled. We will have a continuation at some point down the road. But in the meantime, we have a lot of other cool stuff you can check out on the stream, including next week. We are towards the end of Kupo Quest. We've got probably one more episode and then a campaign wrap up, and then that'll bring our 86 episode epic to a close for now. But all good things must come to an end, just like this season. But thank you all for playing. Thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this season of Dragonbane, and we will see you in the future. But again, make sure to check out some of the other stuff we've got going on. And then check out Omega's too, because Omega has his own channel, does a lot of cool stuff over there, especially Walking Dead. That's the best one because it has me. But the others are okay, right? The others are pretty good too. But Walking Dead, I mean, it's just it's just got that secret sauce. But, and then Alien, right? Alien's your other like really big one that you run on your channel. I know you have a couple ones.
Those two, yeah. Those are the main ones.
But check them out. Very good stuff. And then also keep your eyes peeled because we do have a little teaser of something new coming to the channel this fall. So that'll be fun. Ooh. But until then, everybody, thank you for watching. We will see you next season. Have a great night. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.